Welcome back to American football.
Hello again, everyone. I'm Frank Gifford, and welcome to our first telecast of the 1986 NFL football season. We have a beauty to bring you. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. They kicked off the season, this long-running rivalry, and that's what we call it in the United States, a beauty, because it was a great football game. We're also going to have a report from John Smith on the debut of Jim Kelly, the great USFL star who is now playing at Buffalo. He performed against the New York Jets, and he was brilliant. John Smith will tell you all about that. This was also supposed to be the year in which defense dominated in the NFL. Remember last year, the Chicago Bears, they owned everyone with their great defense. Well, what happened? We had 656 points scored in the 14 games played in this first week of the NFL season. We are going to now pick up the action with the Giants and the Dallas Cowboys, but let me tell you just a little bit about this rivalry, and it goes back to 1960, when the Dallas Cowboys franchise was formed. They looked around for a head coach. Where did they find that head coach? They found him coaching with the New York Giants. His name? Tom Landry. Tom Landry has been with the Dallas Cowboys for 27 years. He has appeared in a record number of playoffs. He has appeared in a record number 5 Super Bowls. And to say his career has been great would be a total understatement. Consequently, the rivalry existed over the years, the Giants and the Cowboys, and it has never been hotter than it is right now. Also, tonight marked the debut of Herschel Walker, another great running back from the USFL. There was some question as to how he would perform in the NFL. Well, you're going to see very shortly as we join the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Dallas had lost their 5 preseason games, and their hopes of beating the Giants received a setback in the first quarter when Tony Dorsett sprained his left ankle. But Dorsett is still on the field as we pick up the action from our end-zone camera. We're 5 minutes into the second quarter. There is no score. Dallas has a 3rd down and 21 at the Giants' 36-yard line. With me in the commentary booth is Al Michaels.
They have Sherrard and Crosby to the left, Hill to the right, and they set up the screen to Dorsett, who has 2 blockers in front. Tony gets inside the 20, the 10, and Dorsett for the touchdown.
Beautiful setup of a screen.
What a call.
Tom Rafferty and Crawford Kerr set the screen beautifully. Danny White dropped back, made it look like he was going to go downfield with it. He got the pressure he wanted from the Giants defense as they went by the offensive line. Particularly Kerr and Rafferty were in great position. They slid to the outside, and Danny White laid it in there perfectly, and Dorsett continues to limp, but this is a letter-perfect screen. Giants had the blitz on. They were trying to pressure White. They pressured him all right, but when you blitz, you give up a lot of coverage deep downfield, and then Dorsett does his thing down the sidelines, and there's no way the rookie Mark Collins could make the stop.
After a penalty, Raphael Septien kicked what amounted to a 30-yard extra point to give Dallas a 7-0 lead. But that touchdown was Tony Dorsett's last contribution to the game. He had ice put on his ankle and watched the rest of the game from the sideline. As we join the Giants' next drive, they have a 2nd down and 11 at their own 26.
Sims, the protection breaking down. He fumbles the ball. Jeffcoat is after it, and at the 6-yard line, it is Rohrer who put the hit on him and recovered by the Giants. But back at the 6 is Joe Morris.
He earned his bonus right there because Jeffcoat would have had that ball at the 5-yard line. What was it last year, Al, in the 30-29 game? It was the deflection. It was Jeffcoat with a 65, 70-yard touchdown run.
Off the deflection by Tuttle.
Reverse angle. Randy White all over. Sims forces him out of the pocket into the arms of Rohrer. The ball is free, and hustling, Joe Morris was able to cover it. That saved some points on the board.
It's 3rd down and 30 now from the 7-yard line. Cowboys ahead 7-0. halfway through the second quarter.
You've got a great defense. Don't blow it down here. They are thinking.
And the Cowboys recover. And it's deja vu for the Giants because mistakes cost them both games last year against Dallas. And Randy White recovers. So the Giants get a big break when Morris recovers. And then they hand the ball right back to Dallas.
Wheels are off at the moment. Watch number 54, Randy White. He beats right through the center, Bart Oates. And he's getting double protection on it. Over there trying to help is Ard. And the ball pops loose as Sims pulls away from the center. I don't know what he was trying to do, read downfield or what. In any event, the Cowboys have the football. Great position inside the 3-yard line.
And a bad snap last year in the Meadowlands led to a set-the-end field goal as Dallas won at 30-29. Dallas ahead now 7-0 with Walker in the game and Newsome as the running backs. Cosby in with a 3 tight end set up from the 3-yard line on 1st and goal. And it's Cosby going in motion, leading the way for Newsome. And no signal yet as Newsome gets close to the goal line. But Elvis Patterson comes in for the pop as you look at Randy White, the veteran lineman out of Maryland.
He's
who
one
made
of
the
those
recovery.
33-year-olds we were talking about. They are so shallow along that defensive line. They were going in. And then they lost Smerrick, who usually comes in for Dutton on the pass rush. They lost their number 1 pick from Michigan, Kevin Brooks. They are both on the injured reserve list. They really have nothing to back up Jones, Dutton, White, and Jeffcoat at the moment.
2nd and goal. Herschel Walker could be on the verge of his first Cowboy touchdown. He's the tailback. Cosby in motion. They let Herschel carry it, and he dives in for the touchdown.
It was about a 4-yard dive. Tremendous leg power. Walker going over the top. First NFL touchdowns. There'll be many, many more.
A sprinter and a high hurdler as well. So Dorsett and Walker have each scored in the first half.
I think this is what the entire National Football League was concerned about. How do you use them? How do you get them together? I think the fact that Tony Dorsett hurt that ankle in the early going made it much easier to get Walker in that much more quickly and make it much more palatable for Tony Dorsett.
Now with Kallur holding, Septien's kick is perfect. And so the Dallas Cowboys, who were sputtering and stumbling and were forced to punt 4 times, get a touchdown on a long drive from Dorsett, and then after the fumble recovery, capitalize on the break as Walker goes diving in a la Sam Van Cunningham.
There are 3 minutes left in the second quarter now, and the Giants are pressing. 2nd and 7 at Dallas's 24-yard line.
Manuel in motion. Sims looking to the outside, and it's complete at the 15-yard line to Mark Bavaro, the tight end. And a first down. He is stopped by Michael Downs.
Tough cookie. Bavaro came up a year ago. And when Zeke Moat went down in the preseason with the knee, lost for the season, this youngster really grew up. He's tough. He takes no nonsense from anyone. What was it Bill Parcells said? He's my bodyguard. They like to go to him when they get down where it's tough sledding.
Moat is healthier this year, but tonight it's been Bavaro. He's the tight end on the right side on first down from the 13-yard line. Morris cuts it back, finds no room. Stopped by Lockhart and Rohrer. That tandem doing the job again. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
And the Giants, of course, concerned once again. They won't come with a play where they do not have enough men to pick up a potential Dallas blitz. 2nd down and long. Dallas not showing it. 4 down linemen. And the Giants also like to go to their tight end down here. Now the Cowboys step into the blitz, trying to confuse Sims.
Bavaro, the tight end, is on the right side. He's in the pattern. Sims looks his way, goes toward him, throws too high, and Johnson was also there. Bavaro running straight down the middle, and Johnson cutting over from the left side, and the pass thrown out of the end zone. So it's 3rd down and 10 with 1:55 to go in the half.
And playing it out again, the strategy. They had the protection. They had the time. It's just good coverage on Bavaro. When you get down close and they're down at the 13-yard line, the defenses all kind of collapse. The defenders play it much tighter. That time Bavaro probably could have made a move back to Sims. It might have helped.
Now they send Manuel and Johnson both to the left and Robinson to the right out of the shotgun. The Giants are 1 for 6 in third down conversions.
Robinson will have single coverage.
But Sims looks the other way, completes it at the 6-yard line to Johnson for the touchdown. Bobby Johnson scoring with 1:49 to go in the half. And so the Giants on a drive that started at their own 26 and a relatively critical drive, down 14-0 after Dallas capitalized on the fumble, come back and go 74 yards.
Again, good protection for Sims. Johnson with a good move. He took a little drive on cornerback Ron Fellows. Top of your screen. As Lionel Manuel took his man inside, he left single coverage with Cornell Gowdy, the first-year man out of Morgan State, and Bobby Johnson beat him, slipped around him for the touchdown, and the Giants finally put it on the scoreboard. And they needed that, desperately.
And Thomas, who had missed the field goal earlier, converts on the extra point. Johnson scoring.
Once more from our end zone camera, we pick up the Giants' next drive. 1st and 10 at Dallas's 40-yard line.
And Manuel and Johnson both go in the pattern, but Sims goes the other way for Robinson. And that's automatic interference. No question about it. Everson Walls tripping him. And the Giants will be deep in Cowboy territory with 33 seconds as Robinson beat Walls.
He had him beat, and that ball was right on target. Robinson would have run right under this ball. And Walls, he's a good defender. He was beaten for a touchdown. He knew it, and he made the move. He dropped Stacy Robinson. He'll take the foul. Again, we talked about Everson Walls, his ability to cover in short, in tight. But the one thing that he does lack is the great speed that all of your great defensive backs have, even though this man has led the league 3 times in interceptions.
Now Morris and Carthon are the running backs at the 3-yard line. That's Manuel in motion. Sims looking that way, underthrows him. Stops the clock with 30 seconds. Again, the Giants have a timeout to use. It'll be 2nd down. Goal. The Giants, when they get inside the 5, that'll tell you what they did last year. Joe Morris carried the ball 12 times and crossed the goal line 10 times. They ran 14 other plays and scored only 1 other touchdown, that on a 2-yard run by George Adams, who's hurt.
1 timeout remaining. Of course, the clock a definite factor.
Manuel comes in motion to the inside, and the throw to Robinson, and the catch for the touchdown. Great catch.
Again, it was Fellows they victimized. They picked on him throughout the entire first half. Good timing pass by Sims. Getting the ball to Robinson. Fellows got inside on it, tried to stay with him, had his back to the pass, but it was a good effort by Robinson.
An eventful quarter for the man who made his first pro catch earlier and now his first NFL touchdown.
Fellows didn't even see it. And an acrobatic catch by Stacy Robinson, and a conversion away from having a tied football game.
So a desultory first quarter and a pretty wild second period.
It'll get wilder.
And 25 seconds to the half, we're tied.
In the 22 seconds that remained in the half, Dallas skillfully worked themselves into field goal range, and Raphael Septien landed this 35-yarder to give the Cowboys a 17-14 interval lead.